Welcome back, Transformers fandom. TF Review 16 here. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Generations Triple Changer Blitzwing. Here he is in the package. Awesome Voyager class packaging. You have the great artwork here of Blitzwing there with his massive sword. Very cool. Here he is in the box. There's his sword. Triple changer, robot to jet to tank. Then you got the great Thrilling 30, 2014, marks the 30th anniversary for Transformers. You have level transformation 2 intermediate. Let's come around to the back here, the packaging. Nice generations. You have 3 faces here, nice product shots. There's Blitzwing in his robot mode, tank mode, and jet mode. Launching missile, robot to tank to jet. Here's the laser grid tech specs there. You can check out those. See his awesome tech specs. And let's get into the bio here for Blitzwing. Within his heavily armored and highly destructive body, Blitzwing has the ice-cold mind of a master strategist. Sometimes. At other times, he is a boiling cauldron of rage waiting for an excuse to unleash his firepower on the nearest target. And now and again, he is a chaotic whirlwind of bizarre behavior and intermittent bursts of plasma fire. His unpredictability makes him a poor soldier, but his raw firepower and unstoppable mind make him a useful tool for a commander as capable as Megatron. So he is a warrior of Megatron who has split personalities, 3 modes, 3 different types of personalities, and 3 faces. So we'll get into that as we review the figure. But here is Blitzwing in the package. Very excited to bring you this video review. So let's get him out of the package and see what Blitzwing is all about. Alright, here's Voyager Blitzwing out of the package in his robot mode. He comes packaged in robot mode. This is a really great looking robot mode. He is mistransformed in the package. He is a larger Voyager class figure, barely fit in the box. They have the gun barrel on his back facing down. That's to fit him in the package. That's a matter of preference. You can display him with the gun barrel facing down, but I prefer it up on his back, and I think this is the best way to display him. It doesn't rotate on the back in his robot mode. You can't bring it around to his sides or anything, so it just kind of sits up there on top. And it's kind of out of frame because he is a larger figure. Just a really great looking robot mode. He's got great paint applications. I'll get in on some of the detail here. Nice head sculpt. He does have 3 faces. So to change his faces, you can see mine already has some wear and tear because it's not the easiest thing to do to change his faces. What you want to do is rotate them up like that. There's his crazy face. So that's pretty cool. And then flip it up one more time and he has his monocle face. So 3 personalities, 3 faces. That's a really nice feature on this figure, I have to say. I do really like this gimmick. It is a little bit difficult at first to get his faces to rotate around. They're all connected together, but they're not glued together. They're just held in place, and they kind of can get a little bit detached, and it can be difficult to transform. But he's got swivel side to side here, no ball joint movement. Really nice cockpit details. I like the yellow cockpit. I really like the paint applications right here. Really nice. He does come with great weapons too. We'll go over those in a minute, but I want to talk a little bit about articulation and talk about one of the problems that this figure has right off the bat. And I'm sure you guys are all probably aware of this by now. But in his shoulder movement here, in the transformation, this piece comes up, and basically there's a little bit of a manufacturing error here. This piece right here rotates down, and it's supposed to tab in right here to the side, but it just doesn't quite make it enough to snap into place. So there are a couple fixes, and I'm going to include some links down here below this video to fix the figure. So in robot mode you don't have this problem. One way is to take him apart and grind this section down here, which will bring this together close enough to where when you drop this down it will tab into place. That's one way to do it. Another way to do it is to add more plastic right here. You can glue a piece in there and then when this comes down, there's enough leverage right here to get it to lock out into place. So there are fixes to this issue. So that is one issue. I haven't modified mine at all yet, but I'm probably going to just add in a piece of plastic right here that I can bring this together a little bit better. But again, it doesn't bother me that much. Another thing you can do is if you just angle this whole piece in, you can bring this piece underneath it too and angle this in enough right there to where it catches, and then you have the, so that's one way I like to do it, just without modifying the figure. So that works for me. So anyway, he's got great articulation aside from that issue, and again, it is fixable. So that's one of those things that's, you know, it's a shame. It's unfortunate that it happened that way, but you know what? It's not a make or break on this figure. This robot mode is great despite that flaw. So he has shoulder swivel here, movement here, up and down elbow movement, and wrist swivel. So very cool. He's got full leg articulation. He has no waist swivel, of course, but he's got leg articulation in, out, up, around. He's got great knee articulation, so that's really cool. His feet are on a large ball joint, so you get a lot of movement possibility there. And these also are, you can display his feet kind of however you want, because these are fully adjustable, so that can give him a taller look as well. So very good articulation in this robot mode. Really nice looking robot mode. Here he is with the Voyager triple changer Springer. So you can see the scale difference here too. Blitzwing is taller than Springer, so really great scale on this Blitzwing figure. Definitely am digging the scale of this figure a lot. So there they are together. Here's with the Deluxe Generations Thundercracker. So you can see the massive scale difference here on this figure. Very, very great robot mode. Very great scale on this guy. Definitely like that. Alright, so there is his robot mode, and we're going to get into the transformation here and transform him from robot to jet to tank. Alright, transforming Blitzwing into his jet mode. First you want to remove his weapons, and they can be kind of difficult to get in and out of there. But really nice weapons as well. I really like the sculpt of this sword. He's got the duotone Decepticon purple color sword. Really nice mold on this sword. I wish it was a little bit longer is the only thing. But I really like this sword. It's a really cool sword. He comes with this nice G1 reminiscent blaster, and it has pegs on all sides so it can accommodate him in all three modes. So that's a cool blaster as well. Alright, so to transform Blitzwing into his jet mode, you want to first make sure his fists are in line straight, and bring this section out and around to cover up his fists. Again, make sure his fists are lined up straight. Bring these out and lock that into place to cover his hands. Then you want to bring his arms all the way up, like so. Bring his arms all the way up, like so. And then you want to take these sections and bring them out like this. Take this section, bring it all the way up and out like this. You can even have them up for now. And then basically what you want to do is come around to the back here, bring the gun barrel down. Now his head is supposed to lock into place here. This is another flaw on the figure, and it doesn't lock into place, so you have to kind of hold his head down and bring the nose cone around, and you can even detach it, bring it forward a little bit to kind of do that, but bring this down, bring his nose cone around like that. That conceals his head. Then you want to come detach this, and this is the feature I was talking about. This cockpit kind of detaches, which is really cool. That's to get enough clearance to bring it around, and then that will lock into place like there. And again, this soft plastic on the nose cone here doesn't conceal his head all the way because his head doesn't lock into place. So this is a flaw right here as well. If they would have made this hard plastic, maybe it could have locked in better to conceal this. Or if the head would just stay locked in, then you wouldn't have this little gapping issue right here. So that's one issue there. Okay, so now that you have the cockpit around, you can take the gun, bring the gun down underneath, and that kind of accordions in, and it will sit right there, so it's facing out. Then you want to bring the arm pieces around here, and they rotate around, and this will lock into place right here. Bring this up like so, rotate it around, and tab it into place right there. So you can see the jet starting to form. Now on the legs here, you want to rotate them around so you see the wing. You bring the wing out, bring this little piece right here down to fill in the wing, and then you can collapse his feet like this, bring him around so the jet wing is facing out like so. So those kind of line up nice. Then basically you just tab it into place right here, and that snaps in really nicely. And then you want to make sure that this piece up here tabs into here, so that way the top gun turret doesn't rotate at all in jet mode. So that's really cool, and that's what you want to do on this side too. Bring it around, bring the wing up, bring this little section of the wing out, and collapse his feet. Bring the jet wing around like so, and then tab that into place nicely. Again, make sure this little section is out, and that tabs in really nicely. So there's underneath, you can see the gun barrel stored nicely. And then again, make sure that this piece is tabbed in here like so. So there is his jet mode. Very cool looking jet mode. Definitely like this jet mode a lot. Very nice. The gun barrel is kind of awkward that it's underneath here and sticks out the back like this. Could be a thruster, but yeah, not really. It does detach, and there is an option for you to have it underneath like this, so he's got a massive tank cannon on the bottom of the jet. That's really cool. And the missile fires, very cool. There is a spring mechanism in here, and basically all you have to do to fire the missile is push this down, and it fires out the missile. So that's really cool. I definitely like it like this, but that's a cool feature that the gun can be used in tank mode. In transformation, you can even have the tank gun on the top too if you want, and I'll go over that when I transform him to tank mode. He doesn't have landing gear on the back. He's got these molded pieces right here for landing gear, but he has landing gear in the front, which is awesome. So there's fold out landing gear. You can angle that kind of however you want, and then his weapon store in jet mode. So I like to plug it right in here on top, and then that kind of covers up this gap here, the gun barrel. So that's really cool. Makes it nice in jet mode. Storage of the sword, and then the gun on top. So very cool. And you can also there's ports on the side. You can tab the gun into the side, and what I like to do, this is really cool, is tab it into the bottom too. So there he's got the gun on the bottom, sword on top, and the tank cannon on the back. Very cool jet mode. Do a quick size comparison in jet mode. Here he is with the Voyager triple changer, Springer, Autobot Springer in helicopter mode. So there they are together. Really great aerial modes for both of these triple changers. Here he is with the Deluxe Generations Thundercracker. So you can see the scale here of this Voyager triple changer versus the Seeker jet mold for the Generations Deluxe Thundercracker. Very cool. They look awesome together. Very awesome jet mode. Alright, so now let's transform him from jet to tank mode. Alright, transforming Blitzwing into his tank mode. First you want to remove the weapons on top or wherever you have them displayed. So remove the weapons. This is a cool feature. So the arms here on top, these rotate around and they have a tab on here for jet mode and a tab here for tank mode. So you just plug that back into there, rotate this up, bring it around, and it will tab into there as well. Then you want to bring out the gun barrel like so, and that will come around on top, and it will sit right there for the tank barrel. You want to fold these underneath. Now if once the legs detach like this, well, again, like I said, so in jet mode he has an option here for the gun barrel on top, and if these aren't tabbed in here it will rotate too. So that's also a feature, a fan mode, if you want to play with it like that, that's cool. So then you detach the legs and take the cockpit, bring this all the way around underneath, and it will snap into place underneath, and make sure that that's tabbed in there nice so there's enough clearance in tank mode for it to roll nicely. Then you want to come around here, take the legs and bring these out like this. This is an important feature as well. You want to angle these little plastic pieces up. They fill in the spaces there nicely for tank mode. To transform the legs, bring this up. The tank treads here come out, and you have to kind of pull it here to get this all the way out. And then the treads are stored underneath. Very cool. Then the wings will fold all the way down now that the tank tread is out. This tank tread tabs into here, and then you want to make sure it's nice and flush there across. So very cool. Then you want to rotate these around so the jet wing is on the inside. Then making sure that this piece is up, this will tab in right here into here. So you see that kind of holds into place there, and then this tab right here will hold it into place. Very cool. Same thing on this side. Bring the tank tread out, bring it down, and it's attached there, so you can see it comes all the way down there, and this allows the wing to fold all the way flush. And then, but before you do that, you want to bring the tank tread out and around. That tabs in there. Bring the wing all the way down like this, and then make sure that this is nice and aligned up right here. Again, rotate the jet wing to the inside like so, and then this tabs into here. And it tabs in nicely right there. So there is the tank mode. Again, you want to make sure that these are up and into place, and you want to be careful with these pieces as well. You should get them up into place before you tab the legs or the tank treads into place. Just because I think I already have a stress mark right here, tiny little stress mark right here on mine, from flipping these up after I had tabbed the tank treads in. So be careful with that. Come around to the back here. You have any options you want to kind of display the back jet wings. It kind of, if you angle them in here, it kind of fills in the space nicely, but make sure that there's enough clearance for the tank to move. So he's got wheels on the bottom of the tank which roll really nicely. So very awesome tank mode. Definitely like this tank mode a lot. Yeah, very cool. So he's got the firing missile feature as well. You tab that in there and boom, launches the missile. That one launched really well, so that was cool. And again, rolls really nice and has full storage for his weapons. Multiple ports on that. Tab this sword in there. Tab the gun on top is my favorite mode. So awesome looking tank mode. Definitely am digging this guy a lot. Just gonna make sure that these are all tabbed into place here. Looked a little loose. There we go. So there's the tank mode. Blitzwing, triple changer. Very happy with this figure. Again, it's not without its flaws. But yeah, here he is with the Voyager triple changer Springer. Again, here is armored car mode. So you got the tank and the armored car mode for these thrilling 30th releases for the triple changers. Here he is with Deep Desert Brawl, the deluxe figure. So there is a size comparison for two great tank modes. So awesome. So again, he's not without his flaws, like I said, but this is a great overall figure. I do recommend picking this guy up. Any of the problems with it can be fixed. It's a lot of fun. It's a great display piece. Definitely, I do highly recommend this Voyager triple changer Blitzwing. This has been a TF Review 16 video review. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all your subscriptions and your support, and we'll see you next time. And remember, until next time, keep collecting.